Hey everyone, my name is Jill and this is Justin. We are here today to introduce to you our latest collection from Bolivia.
We're truly excited about this year's Bolivians because this is one of our longest lasting relationships, but also this origin has a wide variety of coffees, and they go from very high to areas where the microclimates vary drastically and give you a whole lot of very different coffees. So we have coffees from Tequesi, which is one of the highest farms in the world. It's 2,300 meters above sea level, but because of how south it is, it's equivalent of around 3,000 meters above sea level. To coffees that we are bringing in from Caranavi, which is an area that has many different microclimates and different types of farms and varieties. AgriCafé has changed the landscape of Bolivian coffee in that they have changed the way that a lot of people have produced coffee in Bolivia. And what they've done is they've experimented on their own farms. So they bought 7 farms in Caranavi, 3 farms in Semaipata, and they have tested out different varieties that work and that don't work. And they've taken a lot of that kind of R&D onto themselves, which is really refreshing to see because what it does is that it allows other farmers to learn from them. The other reason I like working with AgriCafé is that they have set up a program to teach farmers in their area about how to produce coffees in a sustainable way, in a profitable way. And so what they have done is they've created a program called Sol de la Mañana. And this program is an intensive program that takes each farmer through many different stages of their farm. And so they start from scratch and they build it up from the ground up. But in 3 years' time, they're making a lot more money, but they're also creating better coffees that are much more sustainable in their region. This is our 5th year working with AgriCafé, and we are extremely excited to launch these coffees for you this year.
As Justin has already mentioned, the other coffee from Bolivia that we are bringing in is from Finca Tequesi. Finca Tequesi is actually really special because only a handful of roasters get to roast and serve this coffee, and we are so privileged to be able to carry it. This last fall, we actually had the opportunity as a team to visit Mariana at Finca Tequesi, and we got to see the whole entire farm. We got to see their trees and meet all of the people that are able to produce and bring us this amazing coffee. Finca Tequesi is run by Mariana. Mariana is the daughter of Carlos, who started the farm many years ago. And this farm is really special because the altitude of Finca Tequesi is so high that many people didn't think that even growing coffee at these altitudes were even possible. But Carlos really had a vision in mind for his property and for Bolivian coffee, and so he followed his heart and he planted coffee trees there, and now it's some of the best coffee in the whole world. So we feel very privileged to have these coffees in our hands and for you all to be able to taste these coffees.
Luis Choquehuanca is part of the Sol de la Mañana program, and we first met him 4 years ago when we cupped his coffee and we visited his farm, and we were so impressed by what he was doing that we committed to buy all of his crop for the rest of time, we hope. Luis is one of the star producers of Sol de la Mañana. What he's been able to do in the last 5 years is truly astounding. He has been able to buy new plots of land with the profits that he's made from these coffees and plant almost double the plants that he had when we first started buying from him. So we are truly amazed at how hard of a worker he is and how true to the program he has been. We have been truly impressed with how well Luis has done over the last 4 years that we've worked with him, and we are really excited to work with him in the future. We love his coffees, and I am very excited to launch them this year.
Actually, some of the coffees that I'm most excited for are coming from Luis Choquehuanca. We had the opportunity to pick cherry as a team on his farm and with his family, so I'm very excited to get those coffees here in Calgary. His coffees normally taste like orchard fruit, oranges, they're quite nutty and a lot of chocolate, so I'm excited for everyone to try those coffees as well. Another coffee that I'm really excited for is a pea berry geisha from Takesi. It's one of the most exciting coffees that I've tasted in a long time. It tastes like mandarin, citrus, lemongrass, black tea. It's really floral, and all of these flavors are super intense, so I cannot wait for everyone else to try it as well.
One of my favorite coffees this year was also the Big Geisha from Takesi, and that coffee just blew my mind because what it combined was flavors from a geisha, which is like big floral flavors, and flavors that are more associated with a Kenya, like a currant, red currant, and like pomegranate. So to me, that was an extremely exciting coffee. I am looking forward to the Javas from Agra Cafe this year because they are truly exceptional. They are typified by blackberry jam and deep sweetness, and they are a coffee that I can drink every day, all year.
Over the next couple of months, you can also expect to see some of these coffees being released as our exceptional pre-orders. We have coffees both from Takesi and from Agra Cafe that are going to be released, and we have some really unique varieties, a Batian, a couple of SL34s, and as well as some geishas.
We are going to start this year off with a bang. We are going to introduce a 1-pack of 3 coffees, 1 Java, 1 Geisha, and 1 SL34. These are some of our favorite coffees from our cupping in Bolivia, and we are very excited to offer them first online and in store.
In addition to having all of these delicious coffees available as whole bean to bring home with you, we are also planning on doing some really special things in the cafe with some of these coffees, and we're also going to be brewing them on batch brew, pour overs, cold brew, all sorts of things. So if you come into our cafe in the next couple of months and want to try some Bolivian coffees, you're definitely going to see them on our menu. We are very, very excited for all of you to have the opportunity to taste some of these amazing coffees that we have already been really excited about for months. So keep your eyes peeled for when these coffees are launching over the next few months. Thanks for watching.